Yeah, but Champions League, you know. Me ti office one me chese fifi kabibi about Nicola Jackson. Any on one interview in revelation about how or dealing with pressure. And he was saying so Mikel Obimun seminar mokano. On nation in crime po emano e give it out in the best. And I'm a guy me Professor Damkwa. My old school clinical psychology class. Now I'll catch and say, and I've mentioned it on radio before. Obiane how we deal with pressure. Enti say organization be more. I don't like it with the knowledge I have when you deal with people in a group. As some banner say you want to motivate people and I say no man koye, then you put them together and give all of them pressure. Expecting so they will react to the pressure. Obiane how was if fan.
Right, I remember.
Obi what do ni jakra. You obi also free meeting as a kokoko prove at say obetimi attend things around. I think say Nicholas is one of those people who take pressure and negative vibes, turn it into this in psychology, I find a positive reinforcement. Now or the year Juma to come and prove or wrong and perform more attitude no. They mostly become very, very successful. Rich Champions League, and ye gusua ye di ehon enkomo. Na enra results bebre to top from Liverpool share Girona. Look, Michel team now are building a Catalan chronim no. They are not really a bad side. But Rich, there are two problems with Girona. Team are all defensive problems there. So okay, teachers are you must score. But there I had you run and say, they will create chances. But they are not clinical. And I idea within the 90 minutes, how much you know concede back. And I say me, you know, it is our channel to me and commit on chances now. Then they are losing the game. Look, and confirm I disappointed in Liverpool because they thought a game no would have produced more goals. But Rich, no. Me as say a typical Liverpool fan bia. This result is very, very okay for the person. Now, Liverpool, every team be a free game, and just one penalty from Mo Salah was enough. Look, Enra, I was very, very impressed with Villa. Going all the way to Germany to beat Leipzig 3-2. Very, very interesting game. Yes, one of the shocking results are Ebemu was so late winner na Leverkusen Enya. I think say at a point in time na Interphone say game no goes in them until the end fire draw near Italy before they could realize na Leverkusen flash come very, very late. Ejebo Enya be rich. Paris Saint-Germain win the match.
Salzburg dey say.
Which
means Salzburg dey.
And Enkejabe to team num kra. Tie no mo say 3-0. Ana omo etimi ekoshe Shakhtar ko to twede kane but mo ti o mani no match 5 only penny you have to be careful. Rich, one of the results I might expected was Brest beating PSV, but they beat them by 1-0. Real Madrid at a crucial time they had to turn up, and I think say Enra they did it in a grand style. Look, say Enra can say Oko Bega will now lose 3-2. Rich, now we need 3-2. And your bad results. Oh. Atlanta for winning more than Papa. And they are very, very confident. And there is a Real Madrid team. And we're in some sort of crisis. And your team want a lot of confidence. And your team are finding the feet and in the shape. And in normal brave. And to go to Bergamo and win 3-2 on your Real Madrid at this point in time, it will be difficult for you to do that. And look, Martins and Gofo break. I say, oh, Real Madrid. I said that mobile be look. And yet, these games, you don't need to play very, very well to win. You just have to go and win anyhow. And I love the way Real Madrid big boys, you know, Rich, turn up to win the game for Real Madrid. Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Vinicius, a scrappy game. But when they had their moments, they made it count. And today, Real Madrid offer a very, very good 3 points from Bergamo, and that is how Champions League sometimes you need to play it. Not really play well, but your big boys must win you the game and make sure say they take their moment. Now the 3 points, sorry, Eddie Kofi. It was a very, very good win for Tima, your friend Real Madrid. And Enra, I saw the character Real Madrid when we talk about the Champions League with our famous 3-2 winner, Omo Ekonya Ewa Weno. And the games, very, very interesting games. But I think, say, Rich, and Nesenya Bibi Gidipa Nebesia. Today's games are quite straightforward. Sana Mekano. Okay. They are quite straightforward. Let's go straight into the analysis. Papa. Juve, our Allianz Stadium, hosting Man City. Afiwe, because of Thiago Motta, me one of those people are Juve matches be brave. I love the way he plays. Now, Obianim say anyone ko ye Manchester City. And ahead of this game, say onte ya huge problem for City and say both Nathan Ake and Manuel Akanji Sokopra. Into almost a game maybe. And Enra Pep was very, very emphatic. Say those two players are not playing against him. Your friend Juventus. Now, Rich, and the Juve Jumani Nano, Ejina Nepa Bakubiso. Say Otimi ye Jumani ye. Now already they show for team your friend Juventus. They will give City a very, very, very good game for us to watch. And why are some making? Now, Rich, let's skip to the Juventus team. There is a Juve team and Enyumre. Omo 4 back, Omo 2 Fifi, Omo 3 behind striker Vlahovic. Now, Rich, and the Juve team in Ejina Thuram and Locatelli. Pressure now. Tima, your friend of Man City air building, they build it from central areas. It is the last game Pep tried doing it, and he will do it again against Team friend Juventus, bringing in Jack Grealish and Fifi to partner Kevin De Bruyne, add Gundogan and Abante friend Luis to Fifi on. How to ram any Locatelli everything you hold this pressure from Team friend City will be BBR, but Rich. Se what should Juventus this season? Se money Fifi ho na eba yields Consicao cup minus one. Rich, they really do create chances. And City team we actually say if you are bold in creating chances, especially from wing areas, na ode ba centrally, na striker otimi Gina as a target man in the boxer, the bia or hatima, your friend Manchester City. Look, I'm fine. This is going to be a difficult game for City. Miminim, say with Gatti and Kalulu, especially Danilo Munisavano, City will score. But Rich, I'm sure they will concede too. With this Juventus team, I'm sure they will concede. The Abema any side a winning, how Thuram and Locatelli, everything you holding the central midfield play of Tima, your friend Manchester City. I don't see City really well. So I'll go for a double chance for them and they go and the game over 1.5. They should be able to negotiate it, but a very, very difficult game from the Medimani and Hutima, your friend Juventus. And then look, West Ham Brigade for them. Oman say Omu blow cold and hot. But when they go away, they don't do all. That is the reason why I think AC Milan will win this game. Se komubo game no Serbia. Enka men trust the AC Milan. But Rich, the great omutu kwaya. No matter how they turn up to fight, they turn up and still lose the game. And Ayala kwaya say AC Milan are finding some momentum be, especially with someone Chukwueze coming into play on the left hand side. Matisa Abante friend the police can say problem in our last game no Ofrimu Emma Chukwueze by inti. Me say Obebo with Rafael Leao Randes behind Abante friend Alvaro Morata. Very, very interesting game. But I think say AC Milan should be able to negotiate Sadio way or San Siro and Enyumre. But it's Slava for Omoba Champions League games on better points. And Diego Simeone men no. Sometimes games any can say difficult, they make it difficult. But Rich, and then Bianca boys about Bromo and say Atletico Madrid Tina Wanda Metropolitano. and not win comfortably against Bratislava there. Eduabon gang comfortable go musuno. And I am expecting them to win. Ewofie against Bratislava for no, and then is their squad on my friend. Almost all of also game ni bino. So I'm expecting a win from Atletico Madrid. Unim. Leo for wanna say Omani Storm Guys game number 1. It used to be a Europa Conference League match. Order. But today both teams are dreaming because this same fixture no, are turning into a Champions League fixture. And it tells them the improvement that almost two teams, almost team here drew. Rich, Stormgrass for no. They are well coached team. My games here difficult when you play against them. But I think say with Jonathan Davis as a striker for Leo, no more ball fear no. Anya shekwari de oman nya de kwa so man so kra will be a draw. But say me kuteska me the better Leo for no say and then ometimi as a Stormgrass for no. Now to one of the big games. Dortmund elbow Barcelona. Rich. Hansi Flick by and on. The Emma or starting season and no beer Barcelona seminar was that he was scoring goals and now you tight defensively. But Sadia Nesisa. Now say Barca Boboa, they tend to concede goals. And yes, an the same the same methods now. But Barca seems to be losing kakra when it comes to defensive network, you know. Whether they are losing intensity in defense transitions, and also whether in Tokyo them and our teams as Stadium say they are able to hit them where they lose balance. Whatever the case is, which Hansi Flick must fix Barcelona defense, you know. Going forward, there any problem. Barca on any day, so more big gamer. You could feel they are playing well to score goals. Now, Rich, Dortmund are a team. Say, defensive problems are. Rich, they are one of the teams that love scoring goals. Omunim goals is papa. And then say, look at the Dortmund team. More problem with who partners score comeback and then they say Emre Can and then never ball. But forget about Besebeni and Rising. Bomu Fifi, okay, Rantiwe, Mecha, okay, Omushia, Team Efreno, Real Madrid, the following day, Quebec say he's a very, 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 very good central midfielder. I think so for me, Rich, Semi Ahamania, he's the next Wadri. Chairman Tiwe, Unimbo Papa. And the physically, yeah, he's a very, very good player. Or no, any Pastor Gross, any Sebesta, and I money the 3-man midfield for Team FN Dortmund. Now, Ube any more. Oh, we FN guidance, you know. They say, oh, she goes to Dortmund. Very, very unassuming, but one of the most dangerous wingers in European football today. So, who follow game, and he tend to get the goals for them. Abranti FN Malin, any grass there, and then they become as Obianim Omo as two strikers. Dortmund was the weapon to score goals if Barcelona decide to leak goals again. That was our game. Barcelona medical cano with Yamin Lamar, Rafinha, Lewandowski, especially with Daniel Olmo and Pedri behind them. You know, say Barcelona are going to score goals. That was our game. Rich, very, very difficult. I told them here in the Champions League, Ayala Dortmund any character to beat big boys. And that is the only doubt I have about Dortmund. Say, or make me IABB Ewofie. And I will avoid who will win and go for an over 1.5, over 2.5 goals because I see two teams they are set up to score goals and goals will come into and the game now on Babono and Enyumreno and Susu Emu. Arsenal TF against Monaco. FIFA on who game was a big game. Me who say a big game. Who say a big game?
What you want to Barcelona there?
Look, aside Monaco scoring Barcelona, Rich, this season, Monaco play one of the best footballs in Europe. Papa. Arsenal, of course, one of the best teams in Europe. Now, and then Monaco for Arsenal for emotional kakra. They've done something. Who said, obviously, in the history of Arsenal, the best coach they've ever had is Wenger. Wenger so your coach of Monaco never. And then who said Monaco Falco posted a video trailer. Said they made Wenger and Wenger made Arsenal. It's a more connection. Say omu etimi ashe omu and I say omu a certain coach. Now, Rich, there is a Monaco team and my name say omu Eba. There are some few problems with Arsenal, and they expect Sir Thomas Partey Sababo from the right back. Then Gabriel Magalhaes is still not back in Tikiwo. And Saliba Bebo with Julian Timber and the left back. Then because Partey has been pushed to the right back, Jorginho sits in with Rice and Odegaard. Then anymore there will be a solid Arsenal team. But there is a stubborn Monaco team, Rich. Especially this guy. Akliochi. Or Bobo Papa. And he's a very tormenting winger. So on Huswa, he brings in Minamino and a goal of gain. Then in Molo, there will be animal. No, then, no, no, so him. Not too clinical, but very stubborn and striker. Rich, on paper, Arsenal should be able to win, especially a good game no Emirates. And Monaco said that they pedigree be in the Champions League. But Arsenal should expect a very tough match with this young Monaco team now to give them a very good run for Omo Esika Ewoho. Would there be goals in the games? Yes, I expect goals every team because Monaco love to attack. And Obianim say Arsenal there already under Mikel Arteta is an attacking team. Yes, Arsenal should be able to negotiate that game way, but a very stubborn Monaco and Omobehu and then you the Emirates Stadium. Benfica Bologna. I think it's a Benfica, at least a Benfica double chance game.
Okay.
Bologna this season in the Champions League, they are not really threatening. Until Portugal, I don't think they will be able to at least get 3 maximum points from the game. Omaya, they say Omotimi, and I think Benfica are huge favorites. That was our game. We mu Eddie Emame. Feyenoord any Sparta Praha game, no. I think the Feyenoord the both they are favorites. And a double chance for Tima, your friend the final. Say Bibia they should squeeze a win out of that game way and so Eddie and Mammy. Then Tima, your friend Stuttgart, about young boys. I say Stuttgart under prior no rich or money young who be. So money more they should beat young boys or Germany. But then say no, Senamakano, under prior no. I'm more attacking on a swat take a cry. I don't know if Ondaf is back or not, but on your backer, it takes some percentage out of Stuttgart winning this game outright, at the MMA. But I don't see young boys going all the way to Germany to beat Team FN Stuttgart. So Stuttgart double chance also in that game way. These are the 9 games, and then I think say straightforward games. MMA in the Champions League. Yes, let's give a code, 2 codes for Omo eti analysis and probably want to follow it up with bet na yintimi enko yanim ehonum. Eti ene 2 codes very simple. We've tried added we say next man Omo Champions League and there are some very interesting games and so intimi so we are interested jisa code me anyway a bet we code na etimi FIA on your 12 FD. Last time I costed him and the game, Madam for guy. But see, I could know last time it's here. Come on, from pen where we me yeah, meant to me and catch it up. It's 124D 4B 4D. That's the first one. 12FD 4B 4D a betway code. Then the second one no and so a 12FD 51EE 12FD 51EE and a 12FD 4B4D. These are the 2 codes and they are generated from the Champions League and other games in Kitibia Ewoho say Obetimi Etra now. We wish all of us all the best na yɛahwɛ sɛ yɛbɛtumi